guys, today I'm filming my Throwback Thursday of my December favorites from 2016. If you guys have not seen one of these videos from me before, I'll have my playlist linked down below. And basically I'm going to be re-reviewing all the products I featured in my favorites video 2 years back to let you know whether those products are still favorites or if I have replaced them with something I prefer. My inspiration for this series is Kristen Game. I will have her channel and her playlist linked down below. I will also link down below the original favorites video, and I will list and link all the items that I mentioned. So also coming next week, I'm going to have a Throwback Thursday of my yearly favorites from 2016. But after I do that video, I'm wondering, I'm going to have a little poll question up here. Do you all want me to continue doing these videos in 2019, or have you gotten a little bit bored of them? I'm fine either way. I love reviewing my haul products, but for some reason reviewing my favorites isn't as fun for me, and I don't have as many products, and I seem to have just gotten like less and less favorites each month, or I've already done like individual reviews on the products and whatnot. So please let me know your thoughts, if I should continue doing this series next year or if I should just lay it to rest. So let me know. Whatever you guys decide is what I will go with. So my first favorite was a foundation combination using the Hard Candy Glamoflague foundation in the shade Fair, and I mixed it with the shade Porcelain. So you guys know how much I love Porcelain. This is my all-time favorite foundation mixer. I have used up several bottles of this, and this has such an amazing formula. It isn't too thin or too thick. The texture mixes well with every other foundation I have in my collection, which is very, very impressive for me. And this is a very, very fair color with a yellow undertone. They did recently repackage this foundation. I think they may have added some more colors, but they did change all of the names. So now this old packaging was a pump, which was amazing, right? The new packaging has one of those doe foot applicators like the Tarte Shape Tape, the Physicians Formula, the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation. Yes, that's easy to apply, but also for me, when I'm using it for something like mixing, it's not the best. So I have this bottle and I do have one backup, and I am not going to look forward to having to buy the new bottle in the future. And I don't know if the formula has changed or whatnot, but I love this. So my friend Amanda had given me the shade Fair, which was a little too dark and too pink for me, so I did mix the two of them together. And I really did like that because it does give a nice medium buildable coverage. It does have more of a satin finish. It's a really fantastic drugstore foundation. If they do have your shade range, I would really recommend you guys check it out. I think that this would work well for all skin types because it isn't too dewy or too mattifying. It's a really good product. I don't know if I would repurchase it because I have so many other foundations that I need to work through, but I will definitely repurchase the Porcelain shade to use as a mixer. Next, I had mentioned the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral, and I had tried this concealer before Tarte Shape Tape came out, and this is super fair and yellow tone. The shade match is excellent. It's even a little light for me, which is great for brightening. It did give a really, really great coverage. I love the applicator because it's one of those flat paddles that picks up some extra product. But for some reason, whenever I would try to blend this out under my eyes with a sponge, it would patch off and like come off of itself, which was really weird. I haven't tried it since I used it up, but this is a very expensive concealer and you don't get a ton. So I would much rather buy the Tarte Shape Tape, where the formula works for me. They have a ton of great shades, you get a ton of product, and it lasts for a good while. So I would not purchase the Urban Decay again. I have other ones that I really love. I really enjoy the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer, and the Tarte Shape Tape. Those are definitely my top three, and I would not want to really go back to the Urban Decay. And then I had a blush that I was loving. This is the Clinique Cheek Pop in the shade Heather Pop. You guys can tell I have gotten a ton of use out of this blush because the flower imprint is severely faded, which is amazing. This is such a beautiful blush, one of my go-tos for the winter time. I love the Clinique blushes. They are more of a gelée formula, so I recommend using more of a dense blush brush to apply them, but they look so gorgeous on the skin. They aren't overly glowy or too matte. They look really healthy. I absolutely love these blushes. I wish they would come up with some more shades, but I love all three that I have, and this is definitely a staple for me in the winter time, so highly, highly recommend it. It also is quite buildable, so you can have it be more sheer or more intense. Then I had an eyeshadow trio, the Almay Trio for Greens in the shade 024. I had purchased this several several years ago. Like, I can't remember if I was in high school still, or maybe if I was either a freshman or a sophomore in college, but you know, like 2011, like a long time ago. I had purchased this trio from Big Lots. It was already discontinued and it was so perfect. So you had like a light seashell pink. For the lid color, you had more of a cranberry burgundy for the crease, and then a light shimmery cream for a brow bone highlight. It was amazing quality. Almay is a brand that I've never really tried products from. It does not excite me. The brand itself does not excite me. But I picked up that trio and it was very, very flattering for my green eyes. Now, I wear any kind of color of shadow. I don't really care if it's supposed to go with green eyes or not, but I did notice that that one made my eyes very, very green. And it was a very sad day a few years ago when I had to throw it out because I could tell that it just wasn't performing like it used to. So I had to lay that shadow to rest, but it was really phenomenal quality. Speaking of products I had to lay to rest, that would be the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain in the shade Honey. Now, I believe these products are still around. They've discontinued some of the shades over the years, but I think in general there are still a few of these. So these have a medium to full opacity, a super glossy finish. They feel super creamy and comfortable on the lips. Right when I had filmed this video, we had just come back from New York. We went to New York in the wintertime when it's freezing, it's very windy, and these are the perfect lip products for me because it didn't feel tight, dry, and heavy like a liquid lipstick, but it also wasn't like a lip gloss where I'm gonna feel like my lips are cold or that my hair is getting stuck in my gloss. It was the perfect lip product for that weather condition. I also really love the shade. It was a beautiful mauve nude color. The only thing I did not like about this lip product is that for this shade in particular, it's stained hot pink. And the more and more you would reapply it, the more intense the hot pink stain would be. And I don't like the hot pink stain. I like that nice light mauve nude color. So if it would have stayed true to color, this would have been absolute perfection. This is something I would consider repurchasing because I thought the color was very pretty and I really, really enjoy the formula. I also had quite a few other shades I was really enjoying from that line as well. So I would recommend it. It was one of the first products I discovered when I started my YouTube channel based on YouTube reviews, and I absolutely loved it, and I still think it's a great formula. Next, I had a lip product combo featuring two ColourPop lip products. The first was the ColourPop Lippie Pencil in the shade Rayezor. I use this with my lip color today. This is a really nice mauve lip liner, but it's more on the cool tone purpley side. I also have Balm from ColourPop, which is also a mauve, but that one is more warm tone. It has a little bit more brown, where this one is more purpley. So I love having a cool tone mauve and a warm tone mauve lip liner to work with several of my lip colors. This is actually one of my most used, and this was limited edition, which super sucks. If they do ever bring these back, which I doubt, but if they did, I would buy a backup of this. I love the ColourPop lip liner formulas. They are so creamy. They're easy to line your lips with or to fill them in completely. They do not bleed outside of my lip line. They're super pigmented. They have a ton of really great shades. I love the formula. Yes, these do tend to slide out of the packaging, but if you just push it back in, it's fine. I don't know why people get in such a tizzy about that. It's not a big deal. I absolutely love these. Highly recommend. This shade is definitely a must-have. And the Lippie stick I was wearing along with it is Cami from the Matte X line. So this is a beautiful, warm, rosy color. I love this. It looks so much darker on the lips than it does in the packaging. I don't love the ColourPop Lippie sticks in general, but I love this Matte X finish, and I would love to have more colors in this finish. They just don't have a ton, and it's amazing. So it is fully opaque. It is more of a thin consistency. It does set completely, and your lips do feel a little chalky, but not so dry like an ultra matte lip, which is what I'm wearing today. It's very comfortable. I find that the regular matte finish can sometimes feel a little bit thick on my lips, which I don't like. This is thin, very pigmented, stays in place, and I really, really love this color. So I would definitely say that both of these products are still favorites. And then I had mentioned a nail polish favorite. This is OPI, it's Frosty Outside. It is one of their liquid sands, which would be their textured polishes, and I think this was from a Mariah Carey collection. So this is a silver base with some light reflective silver glitters in here. It looks so beautiful on the nails. This is opaque in 2 coats. I do have a special top coat that I use with my textured polishes so that they don't feel too gritty or sandpapery, but this is a very, very easy formula to work with. It is still one of my favorite shades for the winter time. I absolutely love this. I recommend you guys pick this up if you like the color. If you can find this on eBay or Amazon for a good price, definitely recommend it. My last product was a skincare item. This was the Caudalie Resveratrol Lift Eye Lifting Balm. I had gotten a little mini of these from a Sephora Play. Then I had purchased one of the little minis off of eBay because this is so expensive, and you guys, it is still my favorite eye cream to date. It is such a nice thin serum-y consistency that soaks in very quickly. It makes my under eyes feel really smooth, not sticky. I really, really enjoy the consistency of that and the way it makes my under eyes feel. I didn't really notice a difference in puffiness or darkness or anything like that, but I have yet to really see a difference with any of the eye creams that I've used, but that one is my favorite. But it is so expensive, and I had considered buying that with my $20 off $75 Sephora coupon they send out around the holidays. I considered purchasing it, but I just couldn't pull the trigger because I do have some other eye creams I want to work through first. But if I try everything else that I have, I still don't like them as much. I think I might buy that next Christmas time. And I do also love the Origins Ginseng eye cream. I just tried another sample of that. That is really good, and that's second place, but I like the Caudalie significantly more. So that's such a bummer because it's so expensive, but I would consider purchasing that. Maybe I'll try to buy another little baby size off of eBay to make sure that I still love it like I used to, but it's something that I would definitely recommend. So guys, those were all of the products I featured in my December favorites from 2016. I would love to know your thoughts if you tried out any of these products in the comments down below. Again, please make sure that you answer the little poll question above whether I should continue this series in 2019 or not. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.